Thank you, Diane and John. I appreciate the opportunity to share this. We got involved with this program partly because I developed high blood pressure. Barb and I had started a health food store 20 some years ago, and we practiced integrative medicine, both traditional and natural medicine. And I always considered myself a very healthy person, but I had developed a hernia and it really wasn't bothering me, but we were going to go away for the winter. And so I decided I probably ought to have that fixed before we were in a foreign country where medicine might not be available. So when I went for my pre-op, my blood pressure was very high. And I was just kind of in shock about that. So I started looking around for natural solutions. Someone sent me an email and asked if I'd be interested in taking a look at something natural. And we've always been open to those things. So I said, sure. She sent me some information and I looked at it. I thought, well, this really made some sense. I was aware of insulin resistance, but in traditional medicine and even in natural medicine, there is really not any direct solution. In traditional medicine, we just treated symptoms, the symptoms that were caused by the dysbiosis and by insulin resistance. So we went away for the winter and we took 4 months worth of these products with us. The acid reflux that I had and esophageal stricture was gone in 3 or 4 weeks. My blood pressure normalized very quickly in about 2 weeks. Chronic back pain that I had put up with since I was 20 has disappeared. Prostate issues better. And I began to see that this was something that many people could benefit from. Now, I've been a PA for 50 years and I had retired from the office. I still work with Amish folks, but I really miss the opportunity to help people with their health issues. And so we started to promote this and have helped quite a few people with weight issues and with sugar and especially the mental aspect of things. I began to delve into the research behind insulin resistance and how it caused inflammation in the arteries, how it created many of the hormonal issues that people are experiencing, and the gut issues. Most people don't know that the chemicals that are produced by the good, healthy bacteria in your gut are used by our body to make these neurotransmitters. Things like 70% of serotonin is manufactured in your gut. We were always taught that those things were made in your brain. And so a lot of these things are in traditional medicine are kind of outdated. People get their continuing medical education, but most of that's coming from the drug companies. And a lot of the foundational physiology is kind of ignored. When I started 50 years ago, we actually treated high cholesterol with a fiber product. And then statins came along, and all of a sudden the fiber disappeared. And over the years, I've just seen people get bigger and develop more and more health issues, and we would chase the symptoms. We had medications to deal with all those symptoms, but a lot of the medications had side effects, and then you had to give them a medication to deal with the side effect. Polypharmacy, which is a person on many medications, those people are just getting sicker and sicker. And what we're starting to see now is that with their doctor's assistance, many people are able to reduce their medications. I have some diabetics, type 1 diabetics, who have reduced their insulin considerably. Their sugars are more stable. Their A1Cs are much better. And then type 2 diabetics who are actually getting off of their insulin and off of many of their medication. We certainly encourage people who want to reduce medicine that they do that with their doctor's assistance. And many doctors are very supportive. People say to me all the time, well, the doctor said, just keep doing what you're doing. And for many healthcare providers, it's a relief when somebody starts to take responsibility for their own health. We had a motto in our store, put your health in your own hands. And one of the things that I want people to think about is, where are you going to be in 15 or 20 years with your health? What you're doing today will determine what your future self will be like. And many of us have this image of us being in a nursing home in diapers and drooling on the tray. That's an image that we don't want to have. We want to have an image of, I read about somebody today who's 100 years old and still riding her motorcycle. People who are jumping out of airplanes when they're 90 years old. That's the way we want to end our lives. It's important to understand what we do today determines what that future self is going to be. And I would highly encourage people to look at this and just give it a try. It has a money back guarantee. If you follow the protocol and document your use and it doesn't work for you, the company will give your money back. So it's a really win-win type of thing.